All right. So this is the very first episode of the 1k to 50k challenge. I'm starting now. Um and yeah, first week was honestly pretty bad. Not bad, but it was just like there was not a lot of opportunities this week. Um the government shut down in the middle of this week, and also really we're just like it was just uncertain moves. Um But yeah, starting with the first day, we have Monday, which now that I look back at it, Monday, I should have taken a trade on it, but we will go over that. Um, yeah, so for Monday, so Monday we had a target right here. I want to say it was like right here, right? And basically, what happened was we manipulated down, and then we got very good displacement above this high. And now, obviously, I'm waiting for your retrace and a flip, but I didn't exactly get that. Basically, this was the first one, which I did not take, but would have been a break even. Again, also like this is just a little too early for me. I don't really like taking these unless there's a little bit of a bigger retrace. Um, but this right here, we swept this low, we tapped to a 5 minute gap, we immediately rejected out of it, and we got like a decent candle like this. This was a trade that I should have taken. And I'll be honest, even looking back at it now, not a huge fan. If I were to take this trade, it would have been this retrace right here. I would have had to, yeah, for a for a 1-to-1 RR. Probably would have entered right there after that close, because I'm not gonna lie, in the middle of this close, I probably would not have gotten an entry. And if we didn't sweep that high and we retrace to a 1-to-1, I would just take a base hit basically. Um, Say we didn't hit this high, we hit right there. That should have been, I'm not gonna lie, the stop could have been like here, to be honest, but entry would have been about there. And yeah, so little mistake on my end. I just didn't play it correctly. Basically, when I basically like miss the entry and like we close a little higher than I want to, I want to get a better entry, obviously, but every single time it does that, it's like in my mind, I'm just thinking that the candle's going down, and I always enter on the candle going up if I'm in a long trade, for example. So I need to work on that because the close right here, it's obvious, even if we get a bearish candle to my fill point, um, based on this structure, we should still go up. So I need to focus on that in the future. Tuesday, no trades. Wednesday, Thursday, no trades. Really not anything to go over there. There wasn't anything from my model. And if there was, I would have taken it. So yeah, I did review it before this and I didn't see anything that I would have taken, to be honest. So even after the review, no trades. And then Friday is finally when I took a trade. Um, let's go. That was actually on ES. See if I can find it. Definitely find it. Yeah. So right. So I have a again confident DOL. Right. We get displacement on both highs. Crazy displacement actually. Um, my mentor said that this would have been a good trade, the 5 minute close right here, which I think it was this candle actually. Yeah, which I do agree with. It is a good trade, not something that I would take personally. I like playing the retraces. And this is a perfect example. We get another strong displacement above that high. We do wick right here, but then again, we're so bullish. This is all-time highs. This is like if we're getting an entry, basically we're getting a flip from this candle, which this candle it was one of those Diddy candles, so it like instantly just kind of went down here. Didn't really move too much after that close right here. And we did not tap into anything significant. There was no fair value gap on the 1 minute, 5 minute, any time frame really besides a one where we inversed everything. But I basically said all-time highs are right here. We've been displacing crazy, right? If we get a flip of this gap, then we're going higher, right? And as soon as that candle closed, it was just one move that basically did all that bearish movement. As soon as we got to close right here inside of this candle, it was definitely discretionary, but I was confident that we wouldn't come back down to this low. Am I rocking a 5 point stop in this? Yes. Um, but we just didn't have a lot of volume, and it's also an ES too. So even if it's a small size, still based off of the low volume structure, we're not going to get any more volume because there's no news drops because the government shut down, and also 9:30 already opened. So there's no reason why you should just automatically pick up in volume, especially bearish in this scenario. So basically, I saw strength from um I strength from the equal lows right here. But yeah, I just saw strength in the flip because we got the retrace, and it's just I think that we're gonna inverse this and go to all-time highs. And so it took a couple candles to hit, but finally did hit, and I took what was it like? It was like 505 on each account, so about 2020 um yeah, 2020 for total profits. That's not how much I can withdraw. I can only withdraw half of that, so it's only 1k, but which I'm still honestly debating what I should put in the title. Should I put the 1k because that's how much I'm actually going to be able to withdraw, or what, you know? So I think honestly I'm just going to leave it as week 1 of the 1 to 50k challenge, and whenever I get the payouts, I'll put like a percent or something at in the video or something to show like the percentage complete for the goal. Um, and yeah, that's it for this week. Pretty uneventful in my opinion. Obviously for some other models it wasn't, but also the government shutdown kind of made things a little not antsy, actually the opposite of antsy. Um, and yeah, so overall a slow week. We'll see about next week. We'll see if the government actually gets unshut down because that would be awesome to get some news releases because volume is very good. Volume is when you actually catch those big trades. So, you know, we'll see. But yeah, week 1 done.